Hello, hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Go Battle League. This time around, we'll be jumping into our very first sets of battles in Ultra League and coinciding with it, the Ultra Premier Cup. So, admittedly, still gonna try and experiment as much as we can, but truth be told, I don't really have too many Pokemon that I currently have set and ready to go for Ultra League, so we'll see how this goes. I might get a little... looking at the teams now, I feel like they're a little bit more on the experimental side, so admittedly I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but and ultimately, well, I guess there's really only one way to find out how well they will perform, and that's to jump right into the battles. So with that said, definitely jumping right in to the basic rewards, but first and foremost, just to clarify where we are right now, we are currently sitting a little under halfway to rank 9. We're currently sitting in a decent, what's above average, I guess above 50%, so I'll take that. 43 out of 70 wins, so I'll take that. But let's see if we can add to that as we once again jump into basic rewards. This time we'll be starting out in Open Ultra League, and I'll be starting out with a Lucky Cresselia up at the front. We got ourselves Empoleon to provide a little bit extra Dragon and Fairy coverage, and finally we'll be closing out with the MVP Ho-Oh itself. So let's see how well this team performs. Alright, but first matchup is against Doc Snot, 71. Alright, Doc Snot, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is a Venusaur, so we actually do have a fairly solid start right out of the gate. I am packing Moonblast, so unfortunately that's probably going to get resisted fairly well by its poison typing, but nonetheless, I do get the opportunity to fire it off first, so I'll take that. They do decide to block it, so that's kind of fortunate. And with that, they decide to bust in the Houndoom. However, I probably could have tried to affect it with Moonblast, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and respond in kind with my Empoleon. I'll go ahead and try and see if I can handle this attack. It is Flamethrower. I don't handle it well, but we are still alive, so I'll take that. Take whatever win I could get, I guess. We are able to clear out the Houndoom, but now we have Unpheasant to worry about. Ooh, Unpheasant's different. I'll give them that. And with that, they managed to block out that with the shield, but fortunately my steel typing is coming in very handy for this moment. And right now I'm going to go ahead and respond with one of possibly many Hydro Cannons towards this Unpheasant. Or we could just clear out the Unpheasant too. That's nice. But with that, that ultimately marks the end of my Empoleon RIP. But now it is time to bust out the Ho-Oh. Alright, well I have 2 shields now, so I might as well start using those. No sense hanging on to that. Alright, first one is a Sludge Bomb. Definitely glad I blocked that one. And with that, we do have the opportunity to fire off an Earthquake. And with it, we managed to clear out the Venusaur. So fortunately, we are able to start out our set with a win, so I'll take that. GG's all around. Alright, let's see if we can keep this up. Keep this going as we go into our next match against Gun for Guns. Alright, Gun for Guns. See what you got. Interestingly enough, I'm hanging around with a lot of 5 ranks. Could possibly blame it on the fact that we ended last session on an 0-5. That probably dropped our ELO pretty hard on that one. But first round up is against a Shiny Flex in the form of Shiny Entei. And that, I'm going to go ahead and respond to your Shiny Flex with a Moonblast. And I am able to take out your shield, so I will take that. Thank you very much. With that, I might as well... I'll see if I can stick it out. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one, though, because I'm not sure exactly what's coming my way. It's Flamethrower, so I guess I didn't have to worry too much about it. I'm going to go ahead and fire off another Moonblast. See how well it goes. It might be resisted because of its, well, you know, its fire typing and whatnot. Yeah. But we are able to drop its attack, so I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. Alright, thanks to Psycho Cut being great energy generation, we're able to fire off another Moon Blast. And that we are able to slowly but surely chip away at this shiny Entei. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can tank out this next attack. It is once again Flamethrower, and we're sitting alright. I wouldn't say we're sitting in the best of cases, but we were able to handle that pretty well. Next up, we do have the incarnate form of Landorus. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can tank out this next move. It is Rock Slide, so we are definitely able to tank that out fairly well. Thank you very much. I've been saying thank you very much a lot in this stream. I don't know if that's becoming like a catchphrase or something. If it is, I don't know how much I like this catchphrase. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if it fits very well. But nonetheless, we are able to clear out the Landorus, and now we have what I'm assuming is a Latios that has just appeared on screen. It is indeed a Latios. Alright. That's cool. But with that, I'll go ahead and respond to your Latios by pecking at it in the face. Alright, so unfortunately that marked the end of my... that unfortunately marked the end of my Empoleon, but now we have Cresselia who has Moonblast at the ready, so I'll go ahead and fire that off. Clear out the Latios. You have served well, and with that, they have returned with the Entei, and I can bring in the Ho-Oh to incinerate that Entei. But in any event, GG's all around. So with that, we are able to secure ourselves a second win in Open Ultra. So far so good. We are climbing up the ranks though, as we verse FSV 1905MZ for match number 3. Alright, FSV, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is against Obstagoon. We're both throwing not very effective moves out here, but I do have Moonblast at the ready, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can tank out. I'm assuming this is Night Slash. It is Night Slash. It is super effective, but Cresselia is a tank, so we should be relatively okay for the most part. Firing off our very first Moonblast. They do decide to shield it. Makes sense. But with that, I'm assuming this is once again going to be a Night Slash. It is probably going to hurt quite a bit, but you know, we're sticking it out through and through. We're making it through. We're making it work somehow. But with that, it looks like they've come in hot with a Registeel. I know that sound anywhere. But with that, I am going to go ahead and use up my very first shield on this one. Might as well see what move it has at the ready. It is Flash Cannon. So with that, I'm feeling very confident in bringing in the Ho-Oh for this one. I think whether it is Flash Cannon or even if it is Focus Blast, we should be okay for the most part. Yeah, we're sitting pretty. But with that, as much as they like to charge in with that lock on, I do have Earthquake at the ready, so I might as well go ahead and fire that off, clear out the Registeel. But with that, we've got Obstagoon once again to deal with. And with it, I'm going to go ahead and use my second shield for this one. Because I know Cresselia is able to tank it out fairly well, but I'm not sure how well Ho-Oh can tank out a move like that. Now it's time to fire off an Earthquake, clear out their second shield. I'll take that, thank you. But with that, I'm assuming we're going to be trying to tank out this Night Slash once again. Ooh, we are still alive and kicking. So that's good, that's good. But with that, it sounds like they brought in their own Cresselia to play. So let's see how well that goes. Alright. With that, I can go ahead and switch on out for my Empoleon. And since we're, at the very least, we're able to survive the Psycho Cuts very well. But let's see how well we handle. Charge move is Moonblast, so we should be a-okay with that one. I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to farm just a little bit more energy. You know, get as much energy as we can, because I'm sure Obstagoon probably has something up its sleeve when it arrives back on the field. With that, I'm feeling fairly confident with the amount of energy we do have, so I'll go ahead and fire off this Hydro Cannon, clear out that Cresselia, or at least get one more waterfall in, so I'll take that. And with that, we are now ready to fire off another Hydro Cannon. Hopefully we're able to do a fairly good amount of damage on this Obstagoon. And alright. It wasn't a KO, but it looked like a fair amount of damage, so I'll take that at the very least. Alright, so unfortunately that marks the end of Empoleon, RIP. But we do have Cresselia ready with the Moonblast. With that, we should be able to clear out the Obstagoon. We are. And we managed to secure victory number 3. GG's, GG's all around. This is actually going a lot better than I anticipated. I'm kind of concerned now, because if it's going well with the team that I assume was not going to do too well, is it going to go worse for the teams that I think are well? I don't know. Just knock on wood for that one, I guess. But anyway, let's see if we can keep this going against our 4th match with Arnie Shie. Alright, Arnie. What we got? Alright, first matchup is against Giratina, so definitely want to keep a close eye on those ghost moves coming our way. But we are able to fire off Moonblast now, which tells me they might be generating plenty of energy for some double whammies, double triple whammies here and there. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and try and tank this out. I think we should be able to tank it no matter what it is. It is Shadow Sneak. It is definitely super effective, but we are still standing pretty strong, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and shield this one. Don't really feel like taking that a second time, you know. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my Moonblast. I think I should be able to clear out a shield with it. Yeah, I clear out a shield with that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, but with that, they're coming in hot with another Shadow Sneak. Actually, I'm gonna try and see if I can tank it out now. Oh no, it's Dragon Claw. Yeah, we're definitely sitting okay with that one. Interesting. They went with the double move Giratina. That's always respectable. Double move legendaries, I always find respectable. Alright, but with that, they're coming in with the Melmetal. I'll go ahead and fire off another Moonblast. Why not? Get that going. But with it, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Ho-Oh, who, in hindsight, was probably not the greatest of switches, because now I have to deal with Rock Slides. A lot of Rock Slides, but you know, at the very least, I should be able to fire off one Earthquake in between, so I'll take that. Ooh, maybe I can fire off one Earthquake. I don't know if I can now. Oof. Unfortunately, that would be a no. But with that, I'll just go ahead and respond in kind with Empoleon, who, if it is Earthquake, we should be able to tank out fairly well. If it is Superpower, well, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, it is indeed superpower. It does hurt quite a bit. Ooh, and they actually have more charge energy at the ready. So they are going to, I'm assuming, be clearing out my Empoleon. R.I.P. I let it charge for a little too long there. And with that, they are able to switch out with Swampert to clear out the remainder of my Cresselia. R.I.P. R.I.P. But nonetheless, GG's all around. Probably shouldn't have waited for Melmetal to fire off any move before switching out to something else. Bit of hindsight there, but nonetheless, you know, it was a solid team. And at the very least, we're still sitting pretty in the positive 3-1. But at the very least, we also still have a chance to see if we can end this on 4-1 with our final match in this set against Wally. 8-14. Alright, Wally. Show me what you got. Alright, first matchup is against Melmetal. Definitely not ideal, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Empoleon. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and shield this, just in case. It is Rock Slide, so I guess I didn't have to worry about that. But, nonetheless, I've seen what superpower can do, and it can do quite a bit of damage to my Empoleon. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna double shield it, because maybe they're thinking I'm gonna not. They do use superpower, so that shield was put to good use. Unfortunately, that does mean that they're... Oh yeah, looks like that. Melmetal is now primed and ready to fire off one final superpower. We are able to tank it out though, so I'm fairly thankful for that. Self-attack debuff there, because I'm pretty sure without it, Empoleon would have died. But with that, we are able to keep... Excuse me. We are able to keep on keeping on. And this time around, I'm going to be bringing back Cresselia to fight off against this Giratina, because if last match has proven anything, we should be able to tank out its moves fairly well, including this Dragon Claw, which does... I mean, it still hurts quite a bit, but... Cresselia is a tank, so... And I have the fortunate ability to have Moonblast on me, so, you know, take that. But with that, they have decided to swap in Charizard. To which case this Moonblast will have not as much of an effect, unfortunately. Alright, and seem to be running into a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we do still have the opportunity to fire off this Moonblast. I'm assuming Charizard has something up its sleeve, but I do have the opportunity to switch out to Ho-Oh just in time to tank in this Blast Burn. Not an ideal tank in, but we are able to survive it. There's a very real possibility that I might be experiencing the same lagging issues that I am, and I apologize if, well, first we have to see if this actually results in a win. Let's not count our chickens just yet. First and foremost, gotta fire off an Earthquake, clear him out, and with it I can bring back Cresselia. Let's see if I can get good enough more damage in. Hopefully I'll be able to tank out enough moves to be able to fire off one final Moonblast. Ooh, maybe not. I think they got me. Ooh. Nope. Unfortunately, and they had enough energy left. So unfortunately, we end in a loss in this one as well. That's unfortunate. But GG's nonetheless. Kept it close though. Kept it fairly close. We got Giratina into the yellow, so I'll take that. But yeah, nonetheless, GG's again. GG's all around. We were able to end this in a fairly respectable 3 out of 5 wins. Still in the positive, so I'll take that. As well as this 430 Stardust, this Charge TM. Always on the lookout for those. And we got ourselves an encounter with Poliwhirl. Alright, so there we got ourselves a new Poliwhirl. Let's go ahead and check them IVs. It is a 98%. I'll hang on to you. Dang. Shoot. Alright, but with that we can go ahead and claim these rank rewards. Watch as we get to around 3/4 of the way to rank 9. I'll take that. And I'll take that 1430 Stardust. Thank you very much. Alright, so with all of that said and done, we can go ahead and modify the set numbers to reflect our fairly okay start. We are currently sitting at a nice 3-2, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, so that pretty much concludes our first match in Open Ultra League. And apparently our last match for Tuesday as we enter in. As we've just entered into Wednesday. It was evidenced by the arrival of a new field research. So looks like this will be our first of... I'm probably only going to do 3 more sets admittedly for this one. I don't know if I have the energy in me to do all 5 this time around. So alright, so I'll be jumping right back in to the streaming scene, jump into basic rewards once again, but this time around we're going to be doing our first set of matches in the Premier Cup, and with it I'll be bringing the Community Day Rose Raid up at the front. We have Charizard sitting in the midst, and we have ourselves Togekiss, the Charmer, hiding out in the back of the team. So with this grouping, let's see if we get ourselves a good amount of wins in our first Premier Cup match. Alright, so first up, we're battling against Nish. Nish double N. Alright, Nish, what do you got? Alright, so first matchup is against Charizard, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and switch out for my own Charizard out here. You know what it is. And that they decide to respond with Empoleon. So Charizard's definitely not going to be enjoying this all that much. With it, I can go ahead and fire off this Blast Burn just in case. Unfortunately, it does get shielded, so that's rather a big rip right there. Alright, so unfortunately, not off to a great start, but we do have Rose Raid to respond to this Empoleon, so at the very least we have that going for us. We do have Dropek, so I'm definitely going to want to try and shield that as much as I possibly can. But we do have Grass Knot on our side, so I might as well see how that goes. Alright, we are at the very least able to clear out the second shield, so I'll take that. They are clearing out my second shield as well though, so I definitely gotta be extra careful because it does seem like their energy generation is faster than mine. So keep an eye out for that. Or maybe not. Maybe we are able to get to it first. Like that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off this second Grass Knot. We are able to clear out the Empoleon, but with it, Charizard makes its return. So I'm going to need to sub in my Togekiss. Hopefully Togekiss has enough in it to survive. I'm assuming these are Blast Burns coming in. It is definitely not feeling very happy about tanking that Blast Burn. Ooh, and it looks like it gave it just enough energy. So most likely it did have another Blast Burn at the ready. Definitely not to a great start, but Charizard is definitely a threat that I have severely underestimated. Nonetheless though, GG's all around. I think before I continue actually, I'll go ahead and save Togekiss for another battle. For now, I'm going to bring in Swampert instead. So just in case, we got ourselves a Voltorb and a throw. But yeah, I think if that sells me anything, I'm assuming this is probably not going to be the last time I see myself a pretty decent fire type or a Charizard in this cup. So I'm gonna want to prep myself for that, just in case, you know, just in case. And we'll see if my preparation pays off as we go against Frobalo. Right, Frobalo. What do you got? Alright, once again, we are face to face with a Charizard, into which case I will bring in my own Charizard, into which case they will bring in a Swampert. Okay. Definitely not off to a great start once again, but well, I'm gonna be using up all my shields, unfortunately. At the very least, let's see if we can block this one as well. Now comes the big question. Do I attempt to... Nah, I'm just gonna go for it. Gotta go for the Blast Burn, because I'm pretty sure Hydro Cannon is gonna absolutely decimate my Charizard at this point. Okay, they have decided to block it. Should have figured. Alright, let's see if Charizard's able to hang on from this Hydro Cannon. Nope, nope, that was pretty much a one hit. One hit KO there. That's unfortunate. Alright. But now we'll see. I should be able to tank out this Hydro Cannon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rose Raid is okay. Rose Raid is more than okay. Now I'm able to bring in my own Swampert. Hello, hello. The edge goes both ways, son. The edge goes both ways, son. Nah. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this Blast Burn is probably gonna hit pretty hard. Yeah. Definitely felt that. Definitely felt that. Alright, but with it, we are able to clear out their Charizard with my Swampert, but now we have to clear out the rest of their Swampert. I think they're going to... Okay, they do decide to let Swampert bite the dust. And unfortunately, they have Venusaur up in the back. Oh boy, okay. Alright, so it's just a matter of whether or not I'm able to fire off enough Weather Balls to clear out the Venusaur. Luckily, I have a good amount of energy to spare, so at least able to fire off one more. Take a good amount of health out of it, but unfortunately, it looks like it is able to get to its charge move, so I'm assuming this marks the end of my Rose Raid. R.I.P. You have served well. But nonetheless, GG's all around. Oh man. Starting out against Charizard has been... Well, we've seen how it went. But nonetheless, I have faith. We might be able to pull a win. We still have a chance against the positive as we go against our third match with Chia Hao Pai. Chia Hao Pai, let's see what you got. And I'm rocking Rose Raid up at the front. You're rocking Talon Flame. Alright then. That I'm gonna go ahead and switch out for my Charizard. Okay, and with it, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my very first Dragon Claw. At the very least, I might be able to take out a shield from you, or you're just gonna go ahead and eat it. I'll take that too. With that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and see if... Oh, okay. Eating that one was definitely not a good idea, but with it I can go ahead and bring in Swampert, into which case, of course, they bring in Venusaur. Okay, with it though, I do have Sludge Wave at the ready, so let's see if I can surprise them with that. Nope, they caught on to that. That's unfortunate. I should have read into the Brave Bird. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. At the very least, let's try and see if I can get a Hydra Cannon in. We are able to clear out the shield at the very least, so I can bring back Rose Raid for this one. I will use up the second shield though, because it could be Mud Bomb. I mean, it could be Sludge Bomb. Definitely don't want to eat that. Okay. And now it's time for us to fire off our Fire Weather Ball. Get that going at the very least. Alright, we are able to do a fairly good amount of damage, but now it's time to see if Rose Raid is able to tank out this next Sludge Bomb. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, we are actually sitting okay. And with it, we should now be able to clear out this Venusaur. Unfortunately, we do have Talonflame to look forward to, so yeah, there's that. Talonflame has made its return and will be clearing out my Rose Raid, unfortunately. But we do have... we might have some energy left with... oh no, we don't have energy left. Oh no. Yeah, unfortunately, that one has cleared out our Swampert before we could get enough energy. Nonetheless, GG's nonetheless. Okay, this tells me Swampert needs to be up at the front. And let's see if Swampert being up at the front makes any difference as we go against Coley Monster. Alright, Coley Monster, let's see what you got. Alright, and first matchup is Tangrowth. You know, saw that coming. But, fortunately, I do have a fairly good safe switch in with the form of Rose Raid. So I'll take that. At the very least, it seems like Rose Raid plays in as a better switch than Swampert and Charizard has so far. So I'll take that. Ooh, we do have to deal with Dragonite though. So definitely not prepped for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and keep Rose Raid alive as long as I possibly can. At the very least, though, I know for sure. Since Tangrowth is a thing, I should be. Might be a good idea for me to keep Charizard alive as long as I possibly can. Ooh, unfortunately. It cleared that out before I could get to my next charge move, my next Weather Ball. Alright, but with that, let me go ahead and see if Swampert can tank out the next move from Dragonite. It is Dragon Claw, so we are sitting fairly good. Ooh, it is firing off one more Dragon Claw. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show this. Gotta go ahead and fire off this this Hydro Cannon here. See if we can get either a shield away or finish off the Dragonite. I'll take that. And with that, they bring in Tangrowth, into which case I will bring in my okay. But now they bring in Empoleon, and unfortunately I have no shields left. So, oh boy. Here we go. Okay. I swear, it's like they're reading me today. Unfortunately, that means my Charizard is going to be saying goodbye this time around. And with it, we just gotta hold it out with Swampert as much as we can. Go ahead and fire off this Hydro Cannon. See if we can at least clear out the the Empoleon. But unfortunately, it looks like it's able to hang on, and yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's able to clear out our Swampert. Oh boy. GG's though, GG's all around. Premier Cup has not been handling us very well. You know what? One last trade-in. Let me just bring in Venusaur instead of... And let me actually start with Venusaur instead. You know what? Let me start with Charizard instead. See if this makes any difference. See if we can get ourselves one win at the very least as we go into our final match with Mon01. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's do this. Come on. Let's get that positive vibe going. As we jump right into a Swampert. Alright, gotta go ahead and switch in with my own Swampert over here. So, you know, get the mirror in. They are going to be firing off their Hydro Cannon first. I am going to go ahead and try and tank it out. Because, I guess that's just what I do. We are sitting okay. With that, I can respond in kind with my own Hydro Cannon. Fire that off. And much like ours, they do decide to tank that one out. I am going to go ahead and block this next one, though. Because, well, I don't want to deal with it. Alright, with that, I can go ahead and fire off my own Hydro Cannon, and I'm assuming they might follow suit and use up their shield as well, as they do. But with that, alright, I'm going to go ahead and let my Swampert bite the dust. R.I.P. Swampert, you have served well. But now, it's time to bring in the Venusaur. Alright, with that, they switch in for a Togekiss, which gives me an opportunity to switch back to Charizard. Alright. With that, I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can bait out their last shield with this Dragon Claw. See how that goes. They decided not to take the bait on that one. That's fair. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fire off Dragon Claw one more time, just to see if, once again, they'll try and take the bait. And, they are legit counting these moves, aren't they? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and use up my last shield, though, so unfortunately, that's going away. It is Dazzling Gleam, so that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off one final Dragon Claw, clear out their Togekiss, and with it we do have we have Magnezone to deal with now. That's interesting. Wild Charge is probably gonna hurt quite a bit, but I think we'll be okay. Gonna pack quite a punch, but it should be a not very effective punch, so at the very least we'll have that going for us. Yeah. So that right now is just kind of a battle of attrition, trying to see which one of us can outlast the other. Fortunately, Wild Charge does have the negative side effect of clearing out their clearing out their shields, or clearing out their defense, which gives me the opportunity to finish off their Swampert with my Frenzy Plant. And with that, we're able to secure at least one win from this set. It is not a total sweep. I'll take it. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, emotionally, this has been taking quite a toll on me. Okay, but yeah. Nonetheless, though, we did manage to get one win out of it and move ever so slightly to rank 9. So I'll take that. And I'll take that 12-10 Stardust as well. So I think with that said and done, first I gotta record this set on the leaderboard real quick. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, unfortunate start to Ultra Premiere, but then again, we've never really had too much luck with Ultra Premiere. A few times here and there, but, well, apparently, at least in these rounds, it seems like we've always had a lost lead, but we were able to cover in the last one, so I'll take that. But, yeah, I think with all of that, I'm still planning to do 2 more sets, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a moment, recollect myself. Hello again, we are back. Got myself another bottle of water. I have officially calm down for the most part, recollecting myself, and we've actually managed to obtain enough Stardust to power up 2 brand new Pokemon that we can use for Ultra Premier, so I'll be testing that out in just a moment. But for now, we're going to be jumping back on into Ultra League as I select basic rewards and jump into Ultra. Open Ultra League. If the game will let me. There we go. And with that, we'll be starting out with the tried and true altered form of Giratina up at the front. We have ourselves Empoleon to cover any pesky fairy types that may come our way. And finally, we'll be closing out with the ever bulky armored Mewtwo. This time, we'll be packing around Rock Slide, so just in case we happen to run into any back end Talonflames or Charizards, we are hopefully ready for that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, with that, let's see how this team works out as we go against our first match with Neko Bucat. Neko Bucat. What do you got? Alright, first matchup is against the Swampert. Feeling pretty good about this. Feeling pretty good about our start. Alright, so with that, I am able to get the Dragon Claw first, but they could be building up some energy for something big. We're keeping an eye out on that. Then I can go ahead and continue firing off on that, and they have decided to switch out for their Altered Giratina, this time with Dragon Breath. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it out for now. They seem to be handling it pretty well, but let's see what charge move Giratina has. It is Dragon Claw as well. We have entered into the yellow, unfortunately, but it does give us the opportunity to fire off our own Dragon Claw right back at their Giratina and take out their shield, so I will take that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Empoleon, so I should be able to tank out their Dragon Claw with relative ease. Hopefully. Yeah, we're okay. We're all okay here. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a Drill Peck. Hopefully. Okay, it's not a super Drill Peck, but it is what it is. With that, they bring back Swampert. I am gonna go ahead and shield this just in case it happens to be Earthquake. It is Hydro Cannon, so we didn't really have to worry too much about that, but just in case, I may want to shield the second one as well, because, again, well, Hydro Cannon does do quite a punch, but Earthquake would absolutely decimate me. And it is indeed Earthquake. Very glad I decided to shield that one. And with it, we are able to fire off a Hydro Cannon and just clear out this Swampert. At the very least, we're able to clear that out, and now we have Giratina to work against, assuming, there we go, the game has decided to finally catch up with me. And with it, we do have another Dragon Claw, I'm assuming, at the ready. Oh no, it's Shadow Sneak. Ooh. Still able to tank that out fairly well, but lagged out a little bit in the beginning there, but fortunately, we are able to clear out the Giratina. Thank goodness. But with that, they now have Melmetal at the ready. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and chip away at this Melmetal as much as we can with Armored Mewtwo. Let's see how that goes. Alright, they are going to be chucking quite a good amount of rocks against us, so that's not quite ideal. Fortunately, Armored Mewtwo does have health for days, so we got that going for us. We are going to be checking out our first Rock Slide, but I'm assuming it's not going to be doing too much damage to this Melmetal. Assuming. Yeah, doesn't really do too much to it. We're both sitting pretty heavy into the yellow, but oh yeah, that next Rock Slide has put me pretty solid into the red. But I am able to fire off one more rock slide, so at the very least we should be able to get their Melmetal into the red as well. Pretty heavy into the red too, so I'll take that. Alright, but with this next move, they will be clearing out my armored Mewtwo. RIP, you have served well. But with it, we can go ahead and hopefully finish off. Yeah. Yeah. Down to the wire, down to the last, but we were able to secure a victory through this with one final Shadow Claw. So GG's all around. Oh boy. I'm not sure if I'm emotionally ready for these matches if it's gonna end up like that. Alright, now we're moving on to our second match, this time against Coralil, rocking the Mr. Mime pose. I respect that. And with that, first matchup is against Roserade. So, good news there. We should be able to tank out any move that it throws our way. I don't believe Roserade has anything that could severely hurt us. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay right now. It's okay. I know the feeling. I know the feeling of having a Roserade run into some less than ideal starting matches. I feel your pain. I feel you, man. I feel you. But with that, they bring in the Green Machamp, all rocked up and ready to go. And with it, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this next move. It is Payback. Ooh, yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt quite a bit, actually. Not going to lie. With that, we were able to clear them out, and they have brought in a Blissey. How dare you? How dare you, you monster? Alright, this is how it's gonna go. This is the way. This is the way this is ending. Alright, fine. We're playing this game. We're playing this game then, dang it. Alright, time to see how well we can battle against the ever-present wall that is Blissey. I have no idea what move it's been charging up all this time, but I'm gonna go ahead and shield it anyway. It is Dazzling Gleam, so fortunately we didn't have to worry about all too much. With that though, they do bring back Roserade, so I will go ahead and have fired off Hydro Cannon, unfortunately. With it, I am gonna go ahead and use my final shield here, because if it is Energy Ball, or his Weather Ball, so probably would have done pretty decent neutral damage at the very least. But now we are left at the disposal of one Blissey. I think at this point they are going to go ahead and use up that final shield. There it is. And with that, all I gotta do is just kind of tank out every move that Blissey throws my way. Fire off this final Hydro Cannon and get that creature out of here. Get Blissey off of my battlefield. Nonetheless, though, besides the existence of Blissey in this match, GG's all around. The presence of Blissey is apparently more aggravating to me than getting a 1-in-4 set. I have never been this enraged. Oh, I'm not jumping into Premier Cup just yet. I'm jumping into Ultra League. I believe this is going to be match number 3. As we go against Zipper88. Not just Zipper, it's a Zipper-er. Alright, Zipper. What you got? Alright, first matchup is a Golem. Oh, that's different. I don't want to see how this goes. Alright, but they have decided to switch out for the Feraligatr. Interesting. Alright, they are rocking some pretty powerful ice chomps there, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my armored Mewtwo. I'm actually going to go ahead and shield out the first one because it could have Crunch, I think. Okay, it is Hydro Cannon, so I should be able to tank out another one if they were to fire it again. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and throw some rocks at this Feraligatr. Okay, decide to shield it, so they want to keep Feraligatr alive and well as long as they possibly can. I can't help but respect that. Feraligatr is a solid Pokemon. That they do decide to use Crunch. Oof. Getting me well into the red on that one. But now it is time for me to do the tried and true throw more rocks at them. Alright, and doesn't clear out the Feraligatr just yet, but with one final confusion we are able to clear out Feraligatr. Thank goodness. And unfortunately that marks the end of my armored Mewtwo, RIP. But now it is time to see how well we can tank out whatever move Alolan Golem throws our way. It is Rock Blast. We actually took that kind of like a champ, really. That. Go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw. Get a good amount of damage in on this Alolan Golem. Who I'm assuming is going to be throwing another rock at us, but who knows. Yep, it is Rock Blast again. You have gotten my my Giratina, my poor Giratina into the yellow. Alright, but now it's time to fire off another Dragon Claw. Alright, we are able to close you out with a Shadow Claw. And now it is time for our final matchup, this time against a Machamp. A purified Machamp, for that matter. Alright, so now I'm going to have fire off Dragon Claw. We are able to get a decent amount of damage in. And we seem to be experiencing a little bit of lag there. I'm going to go ahead and shield this, keep my Giratina alive for as long as I possibly can. It is Cross Chop. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for Empoleon. Start fresh with this one, so that way, once it does get to its charge move, like so, we were at least able to do a decent amount of damage before Cross Chop brings us into the red, apparently. Okay. But with that, I do have a fair amount of energy in, and I'm able to fire off Dragon Claw, which should be able to finish off their Machamp. Alright, and with that, GG's all around. Definitely seem to be handling myself a lot better with with legendaries involved than I ever have been in Premier Cup. Not sure if that's due to the fact that this is coming out from a really terrible set, so now my ELO is lower, or my hidden ELO is lower, which means I'm battling easier opponents, possibly, or I just happen to be able to make better teams with legendaries. Could be a mix of both, I don't know. But nonetheless, so far we've been doing pretty solid on this one. Alright, so now we're in match number 4 against Sarthak Phoenix. Alright, Sarthak. Let's see what you got. I'm bringing in Giratina, you're bringing in Exeggutor. That's cool. Much respect to the tall tree. Respect the tall tree. Yeah, I messed up a little bit on that Dragon Claw there, but it's okay. We can bounce back, I believe. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can tank out this next move. It is Dragon Pulse. Oof. That did quite the damage there, not gonna lie. But with that, I'm now able to bring in Empoleon. And with it, I'm going to go ahead and shield this just in case they do decide to just go straight into the gate with Blast Burn. They do. So very thankful I have blocked that one there. With that, I'll go ahead and chuck a Hydro Cannon your way. Either clear out, I'm assuming, your last shield, or clear out your Charizard. Right, that should clear out the Charizard there. And with that, they decide to bring in Vaporeon. Ooh, coming in with the spice today. That's cool. With that though, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a Drill Peck your way. Got a good amount of damage in, but Vaporeon is known to be a fairly bulky opponent. With that though, I'm gonna go ahead and try and take out your move. It is Aqua Tail, so we're actually sitting fairly okay on that one. Go ahead and fire off another Drill Peck. Either take out your shield or take out a good chunk of health from your Vaporeon. You did manage to take out the shield, so I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. That though, I'm gonna go ahead and let my Empoleon bite the dust. You have served well, my friend. R.I.P. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring back my Giratina. And with it, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my last shield. You know what? Why not? It is last resort, so that probably wouldn't have done all too much against me, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and fire off this Dragon Claw now. We should be able to finish off this Vaporeon. And now, the tree has returned, but now I am ready for you. I am ready for you, tree. Yes. Can I get to one more Dragon Claw? We are able to get to one more Dragon Claw. So fortunately, we should be able to clear out the ever tall boy with this final Dragon Claw. And let's GG's all around. Coming in hot with those spicy picks. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Maybe a little too spicy, but always good to see something different, you know? Alright, but in any event, yeah, we're actually currently sitting on a pretty good winning streak, so I'll definitely take that. Let's see if we can close it out with a 5-0 against FS55. Alright, FS, let's see what you got. Giratina going, and you also have Giratina going. You're rocking Dragon Breath, so your fast attack definitely hurts more, but I do have the particular advantage of energy generation. I'm willing to make that trade. I'm willing to make that trade. Alright, with that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and tank out this move. Why not? Should bring me, brings me well into the yellow, but we should be able to hold out. I think at least for one or two more Dragon Claws. See if we can get 2 Dragon Claws before they get to their next. I don't think I have that much faster energy generation. Yeah, no. I didn't have that much faster energy generation. Came close though. We were like right on it, but then I'm gonna go ahead and fire off my next Dragon Claw. And with that, we are able to clear out their Giratina. Okay. And now they're coming in with the armored Mewtwo. This is gonna be interesting. Go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw. And just try and do as much damage as I could while I could. But now it is time for me to come in with the Empoleon. And I don't fully remember Armored Mewtwo's moveset, to be honest, but I think I should be able to tank it out no matter what. It is Rock Slide, so we are definitely more than okay. With that, they're going to swap in for Venusaur, into which case I can swap in for my own Armored Mewtwo. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can tank out this next attack. I should be able to tank at least one, I'm assuming. It is Sludge Bomb. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay for the most part. Everything's fine. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and do the ever try and true throw more rocks at it. See how that goes. We are able to clear out the second shield, so I'll take that. Alright, Alright, but with that, I actually am going to go ahead and shield this next move. It could be Frenzy Plant. It is Frenzy Plant. So, yeah, definitely something, not something that I particularly want to take head on. Thank you very much. But just in case Venusaur had enough energy, I'm just going to go ahead and just finish it off with this next Rock Slide. And with it, we got ourselves kind of a battle of attrition against Armored Mewtwo for a moment. And this Rock Slide unfortunately finishes off Armored Mewtwo. RIP, you have served well. But now I should be able to either do a good amount of damage or finish off this Armored Mewtwo with this next Hydro Cannon. And with that, we're able to clear them out. And fortunately, I believe that means we were able to close this out with a full 5-0. GG's all around. I think, if my memory serves correctly, I believe this means a 5-0 for us. Yep, there it is. We actually managed to make quite the comeback on that one. So with that, I'll claim this 430 Stardust, this fast TM. That's always nice, I guess. We got ourselves an encounter with another Poliwhirl. Got ourselves another Poliwhirl. This time, not as great IV, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer resource some more candy. With that, I can claim the rest of the rewards, which is 3 rare candies, as well as 860 more Stardust. And I believe with this win, we should have, yep, we have officially reached rank number 9, along with 1920 Stardust. So I will definitely take that. Alright, so with that said, let me go ahead and modify our set number real quick over here. Luckily, this one's a lot easier to change because it's only one number. This is the good flex kind of number, not the really terrible number to change on that one. So, yeah, with that, we were able to close out our last Open Ultra in a very positive way. But now it is time for us to enter back into the fray one last time. A quick little preview, I guess, of the team that I'm bringing in. As we jump right back into basic rewards, jump into Premier Cup, and this time around, I got 2 brand new Pokemon I'm going to be rocking this time. I'm going to start out with a Shiny Flex in the form of Magnezone, rocking the ever tricky Wild Charge. We got Venusaur hanging out in the middle just in case. And finally, we'll be closing out with a Dragonite, rocking both Dragon Claw as well as the community move Draco Meteor. Just because, well, I only had Elite Charge moves CM left and a new Hyper Beam, so decided to switch out Hyper Beam for the community move since I already had Dragon Claw, and figured, I don't know, maybe I might catch some people off guard. We'll see. But ultimately, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that goes as we go into our first match against Hoza 22-26. All right, Hoza, what do you got? That's the fact they're rocking that sick Crown Tundra outfit. And those shades. The shades are much respect too. Alright, but with that, first things first, we had Togekiss to deal with, but now we have a Scavalier to deal with, into which case I decided to bring in Venusaur for whatever reason. And with that, they're coming in hot with Aerial Ace. Not ideal there. I've decided to fire off Sludge Bomb, although I'm pretty sure it's most likely going to be able to resist that fairly well. Oh yeah. It's able to handle that very well. Very, very well. Yeah, but with that, yeah, I'm actually just going to take the loss on this one. RIP Venusaur, I'm sorry for that terrible trade-in. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and respond to our Scavalier with my Dragonite, who, while we might not be able to deal very effective damage, at the very least we have Dragon Claw spams at the ready. And with that, they have decided to respond to that with Gallade, into which case I can respond in kind with Magnezone. However, it is worth noting that Gallade does rock close combat, so it's definitely something to look out for. He did use Leaf Blade first and foremost, so I'll take that. Okay. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and block one last time, just in case. It's Leaf Blade again, so we didn't really have too much to worry about there. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off Zap Cannon because I don't think. Oh, he actually did decide to just straight up tank it out. I respect that. But with that, they are now gonna go ahead and close out my my poor Magnezone. R.I.P. Joan is definitely a killer in that regard. Ooh, but with that, ooh, they still have Togekiss at the ready. I completely forgot about Togekiss. Oh, man. You know what, that's fair. That was a good switch in. Man, okay. I will remember this. I shall remember this moving forward. Never forget about Togekiss. It's never a good idea to forget the Togekiss. Okay, so unfortunately we're starting out with a loss. So right now our resurgence into Premier Cup has been. It was a rough start, but we still have 4 matches to go. We still have a chance to keep it in the positives as we go into match number 2 against Dear Hotaru. Alright, Dear Hotaru. What kind of message you got for us? What kind of team you got for us? Alright. I'm sending out Magnezone. They send out Rose Raid. Okay. I was guessing it should be rocking the Fire Weather Ball. So I definitely don't want to block that. Like so. I'll go ahead and fire off Wild Charge here. Just get it out of here. Fire it off, do a fairly decent amount of damage, I guess. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bail out. Bring in Dragonite, who should be able to tank out any move that you throw our way. Let's fire Weather Ball once again. Dragonite feels it, but doesn't feel it like all that much. And with that, you respond in kind with a Best Buddy, I'm assuming XL powered Drift Blim. Rocking what I can only assume to be the soon to be ever spammy move of Icy Wind. Yep, there's Icy Wind numero uno. It does drop our attack, unfortunately. But with it, oof. Spamminess. Unfortunately, if this Icy Wind's gonna hit, so unfortunately that marks the end of my Dragonite RIP, but it does give us the opportunity to bring in Magnezone, who should be able to, at the very least, it could also have Shadow Ball, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to tank out that. Very barely. But we are still kicking. So I'll take that. Go ahead and fire off the Zap Cannon so I can get your Driftblim out here while still maintaining some of my defense. Although, in actuality, Magnezone is probably going to drop dead the moment something else gets thrown in. Like Rose Raid, who is probably going to be taking good chunks of health out of my Venusaur with that Weather Ball. Yep, there it is. It has become very apparent to me that Rose Raid has decided to take its vengeance out for my poor performance by actually doing really well with this gentleman right here. Unfortunate way to end, but it is what it is. GG's though, GG's nonetheless. Alright, once again, still an unfortunate way to start. We are now 0-2, but we do still have 3 battles in us. I am going to still try and stick it out with this team, as risky as it is, and let's see if we can get ourselves a win in this next one. You know, maybe start out a positive train from here. We'll see how that goes in our third match against Diosa Mystic 69. Insert obligatory nice. Alright, also rocking that Gucci swag, much respect. And with that, first matchup is against Dragonite, so we're actually sitting fairly pretty on this one. With that, they do decide to switch out for Venusaur, into which case I will switch out with my own Dragonite. Alright, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and see how well I can tank up this next move. It is Sludge Bomb. That took a lot more out of me than I thought it would. Oof. Oof. I really thought I was a bit more resistant to that Sludge Bomb. I was not. I was wrong. I'm willing to admit that. I'm willing to admit my mistakes. And with that though, they are firing off Frenzy Plant. Still don't really mind the shield all too much, considering how low my Dragonite's health is at the moment. And with that, we fire off one more Dragon Claw, and we are able to Dragon Breath that Venusaur out of here. Get that out of here. But with that, we are once again face to face with their Dragonite. And with it, they do decide to switch in for Swampert, into which case I can switch in for Venusaur. And with that, they have decided to quit out of this match. Unless GG's all around. So fortunately, I guess with enough well-placed switch-ins, we were able to secure one win in this set. Let's see if we can double our win rate from last time and get our second win in this next match against Bravadios. Alright, Bravadios. Rocking them 3D specs. Going full 3D on us. Let's see what you got. Alright. First matchup is against Swampert. Definitely not a very exciting move, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Dragonite. I think Dragonite is a good neutral, is a fairly good neutral response to Swampert. I feel like, yeah, if I were to switch in with Venusaur, they would have come in pretty hard with that Charizard and pretty much wiped Venusaur off the face of the map. But fortunately, Dragonite seems to be holding its own fairly well against this Charizard. Against its return, a Purified Charizard for that matter, so much respect to that. I'm going to go ahead and shield this next move though, because even if it is Blast Burn does hurt quite a bit. It is Dragon Claw, which admittedly would also hurt quite a bit. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to you. That probably would have hurt quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and use my second shield as well, because I'm feeling pretty positive about keeping well, I kind of want to keep Dragonite alive as long as I possibly can. First and foremost, welcome to the stream, Samurai King. As to which one you friend for that one, if you do want, sorry, I'm trying to recall. The one that's currently battling right now is the account that's right at the very top. What was it? The other one you see on screen is just my general second account. So yeah, if you want to friend up both, I'm more than okay with that. But yeah, just for reference, if you're looking for specifically the one that's battling right now, that would be the JMS 1010, the one on top, starting with that 1937. But in any event, let's see. Ooh, we're now, I'm assuming, going to have to try and tank out Sludge Bomb. Yeah. Hurts quite a bit, not gonna lie. But it's okay. We do have the opportunity to fire off our own sludge bomb, so let's see how well that lands. Brings him right into the red as well, so we have that, fortunately. And with this, they will be clearing out my Venusaur, unfortunately, RIP. But I should be able to finish off their Venusaur with our Dragonite. So with that, we managed to secure our second win and managed to tie this up 2-2 for this particular set of Premier, Ultra Premier Cup. Alright, so with that, we're holding up pretty well. We got ourselves one final matchup though. Also, apologies for not mentioning this earlier, but thank you for the follow, Samurai King 838. I think your presence has given us some good vibes here. Is strengthening us through. Hopefully it'll carry us through against our final match against Owen Le Baba Babare Babare Bababo. Are we actually versing Owen? Is Owen actually here with us right now? That would be a no. Maybe that was too much. That was too much good energy. We need to tone it down a little bit. We need an actual match here. Alright, and maybe that match will be against T112K217. People really do love their numbers. Says the man with 1010 at the end of their gamer tag. In any event. Alright, first match. Rocking a Clefable at the very start. Fortunately, we are able to resist Charm fairly well, but we also, well, resist is a very strong word for this moment. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off Zap Cannon, which actually does nuke out the Clefable. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and respond to your Escavalier with my Dragonite, who has walked straight into the Frosty Breath of Lapras. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's not good. Your team is Feraligatr, Arcanine, and Latios. I respect that. I feel like, it's definitely got some spice to it, not gonna lie. I like it. Now we are able to clear out the Lapras, but now we have a Escavalier to deal with, and unfortunately the only thing we have to deal it with is Venusaur. Apparently neither of us have used our shields yet, so this is interesting. They are packing Drill Run. Probably would do a fairly good amount of neutral damage to my poor Venusaur. But at the very least, it's a lot better than when I'm able to pack in with Frenzy Plant or for Sludge Bomb. Feraligatr also has Ice Fang. I think I encountered one earlier. Ice Fang definitely does. Ice Fang hurts. Not gonna lie to you. I'm definitely something I wouldn't mind looking into myself to try and invest in later on. But yeah, I respect the Ice Fang for Alligator. Ooh, I also respected that Mega Horn. That, I'm gonna fire off one more Frenzy Plant. I don't think I'll be able to do enough, but yeah. Oh, that's wild. An Arcanine with Ice Fang instead of Fire Fang. Just it's too bad. We should find like one more Pokemon to that learns Ice Fang. Just have a whole team of Ice Fang, just all ice all the way through. What could go wrong? But yeah, I would have probably changed it to Fire Fang as well. I think that fits Arcanine a little, just a tad bit better. But yeah, unfortunately we did lose that final match, but we won 2 out of 5. It's not great, but you know, it's better than 1 in 4. I guess that's the best I can give it. But with that, we are able to claim this 470 Stardust, and we got ourselves a charge TM. I'm always looking out for them charge TMs. And with it, we are now roughly a quarter of our way to rank 10. So quite a ways to go from here, but yeah, with that, gotta go ahead and modify the numbers on here real quick to reflect our 2 and 3, I believe. Do some raids with me. I have Alolan Graveler. Sure, I'll join you for some raids. Let me double check, make sure I have remote raid pass real quick. I have plenty more candies. Okay, yeah, I have a remote raid pass on me. So yeah, if you wanna shoot a friend request my way, or I'm sorry, scratch that. You Naruto Uzumaki OP. Is that you, my friend? Well, whether it is or not, I'm accepting it. And I'll send out a gift too. Where did you? There you are. Okay, that is you. Cool. I'll send you a Westside Community Center and give the traditional. I usually do like to send out my very first gift with the Charmander High sticker. I think it's a cute way to start, but yeah, whenever you're ready, you can send that out, and we can get a good Alolan Graveler raid in. Not gonna lie though, my system be lagging. Alright, let's do this. Maybe we're doing this. There we go. Do I have enough time left? Is there enough time on the timer? Are we in? There we are. I think this is a solid enough team. I think this is a solid team to roll with. I'll change it up so that my best ground. I'll put my best foot forward. Hey, fellow Team Valor too. Respect. Fellow Valor in a Valor gym. You can't get much more Valor than this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go, Alolan Graveler. We're able to handle those rocks fairly well. Check out that Earthquake. Thunderbolt. Groudon feels nothing. Just keep throwing more mud at this Graveler. Throw all the mud. Tear open the floor so we can throw even more mud at it. Okay, yeah, my Groudon's definitely not feeling too happy about not feeling too happy about all these Thunderbolts. Groudon is down, but we have this Excadrill. So we're coming in with that final Earthquake, and we cleared him out. We got him. Okay, show me something. There you go. Alright, I got 2 glowing raspberries, 2 charge TMs. I'm very thankful for this raid. Thank you very much for this raid invite. Those 2 charge TMs made it all the worth it. Oh yeah, and I have a quest to win 5 raids, so that definitely helps. Alright, but with that, we also have the opportunity to get ourselves this Alolan Graveler. Brand new Alolan Graveler. What's your IVs? Not bad, actually. Maybe I'll save you for some spice picks, maybe? Maybe some theme cups down the road. Could come in handy. Ooh, did that push you through the edge? Did that get you to 28? And some potions. Oh yeah. I always feel that. That moment when we run out of potions, for one reason or another, the game decides to give everything but potions. Oh yeah. Rooting for you, man. Almost there. You get that level 29. Yeah. You get them, I believe. Yeah. It may be a while though until I get me some more remote raid passes in. But yeah, if and whenever you get more remote raid passes, if you ever want to send a raid invite out, I'll try and pop in as best I can. But yeah, in the meantime, I think this is pretty much where I'm going to be calling it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining this stream, and thank you for the follow, Samurai King 838, and for the friend request and the raid invite as well. That was nice. Could always use a little bit extra XP. And yeah, I wish you best of luck on your journey to level 29 as well. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in to the stream, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.